Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to my reading room. Uh, Believe it or not, I have a reading update on a Friday, so I can say Friday reads. So I think that's what I'll do today, because I did finish a book. First of all, I apologize for the if you hear any music playing in the background. My daughter-in-law is listening to some in the room right next to the one that I'm in, and she has the volume up some. Uh, and I notice that the mic is picking it up a little bit, so I apologize for that. And But I did finish a book. It's one of those that's more like more the type that draws men to them. Sort of like the Tom Clancy novels, all those, and because the Jack Ryan's, and then there's like Net Force and Doc Center, and but and then like also Dale Brown. I've, I've if you notice, I've read some of his books, and since I started this channel, and then there's and Larry Bond. That list goes on. Well, the book I've read is first book published in this series. This is Transfer of Power, written by Flynn. I know a lot. Like I said, this is the first published one of his. Well, he did a standalone before this at Term Limits. I've read that, and now this is the first in the Vince Flynn series, and it's something like those others that I mentioned. Well, put it this way: it's they attract men more than they do women. But I have to tell you, when I went and visited my mom. She lives in an independent living facility in Des Moines. Well, anyway, I thought, but my daughter and I went there, and we get up to her apartment, and notice that she's reading a Tom Clancy book. It's next one I have to read in the Tom Clancy series. But I couldn't believe it. My 88-year-old mom was reading some Tom Clancy. She said the only problem is the print's a little too small. But this book is about some terrorist that they pretty much sneak in and take over the White House. Fortunately, the president got into his bunker with Secret Service agents, and just in time that they got into the bunker, and the terrorists take control of the White House. They have it all rigged up for bombs and everything, and with bombs and everything, and so this is about like the CIA, the FBI, the Secret Service, and the all branches of the military, the special forces units out there, trying to figure out how to, and they have a bunch of captives there, and the terrorists have a bunch of captives in the White House. So, or hostages. So when I they were trying to how to rescue the hostages and also the president. But so this is a pretty good book. Like it said, this is the first one of the Flynn books published. But it follows chronologically. I guess it falls like to number 3 in this series. But I gave this book a rating of 5 stars on Goodreads because it's one that's full of action and stuff, and that's it. If you can't tell, I like that type of book. So, so with that said, I pulled up another physical book to read. It's to take the place of it, and it's By Side of the Mountain by Gene George. It's a scholastic one and was a movie like back in the 60s or early 70s. And it's about a boy who read like all Thoreau's works, and he's goes to a mountain. He decides he's going to live there for a year, and he along the way he finds an injured hog that he helps. He nurses back to getting better, and then he started training the hog and everything, and it's real good. It's but I haven't read the book yet, so I'm looking forward to that. And see, I saw it in a theater. A friend of mine took me and my brothers and sister to it, and so. But like I said, it was late 60s, early 70s when that was in theaters. So that's what I'm reading for at my Nick Color. I'll just show this. I'm reading, still reading The House of the Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. This is a reread for me of it, and I forgot to say also that that Flynn book was number 4 for my let me make sure, for my the 100 book challenge and the 500 book challenge. That was number 4 of it. I'm trying to pick up my speed, so I should be now with the way I'm doing it. I'm mainly doing 2 books at a time now, not all the others along with them. Oops. So what's next after those for fiscal book? Okay, it's John D. MacDonald, The Quick Red Fox, and John D. MacDonald books are like they're short books usually, and it's part of the Travis McGee series, and it's hard to describe what he does, but he likes to rescue people and stuff. He's sort of like a private eye, you could say. And then on my Glow Light 3, on this one I'm reading. I'm reading sorry, brain fart. Well, I'm reading 5 Weeks in a Bloom by Jules Verne. That was his first published. That was his first novel, and I'm trying to read them in chronological order. And, well, those are the two that are next. So, and that's all I have for you this time around. So next time, take it easy and keep on reading.